the reversible engine and other one is the non-reversible engine. So the advantage of reversible engine is that engine can be used as the pump as well as the refrigerator, right? So according to Carnot, he said that so all engines efficiency will be less than reversible engines. Okay, means reversible engine is having more efficiency. So that is the Carnot theorem. And first corollary, what is the corollary one? Right, all reversible engines operating between the given two thermal reservoirs with fixed temperatures will be having same efficiency. Means let us say we have two reversible engines operating between the two uh, thermal reservoirs between same temperature, source T1 and sink T2, they have same efficiency. That is the corollary one. Second corollary is the thermal efficiency of reversible engines depends only on the temperatures, not on the working fluid, right? So these are the things we discussed, and after that I discussed about classes inequality, right? We solved problems on that and we entered into the classes inequality. According to classes inequality, so we can say that for reversible engine, dou q by t equal to 0. For irreversible engine, dou q by t is less than 0. Okay, so this is for in general way we can write cyclic integral dou q by t is less than or equal to 0 for any engine, right? So in generalized way we can write dou q by t less than 0. Less than 0 is for irreversible engine, equal to 0 for reversible engines. Okay, so then we need to solve the problems on it. Right, let me start. Okay, there is no paste option. Let me open Paint. Yes. Now read the question, all of you. Can you see the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read the question.
A heat engine is supplied with 2512 kilojoules per minute of heat at 650 Celsius. Heat reaction takes place at 100 degrees Celsius. Specify which of the following heat reactions represent reversible, irreversible, or impossible result.
Right. Now, so here a heat engine is supplied with Q is given, right? Let us say we have source and sink here. So source temperature T1. What is the T1 given? It is 650 degrees centigrade is given. And sink temperature T2 is equals to 100 degrees centigrade. So we have heat engine over here, and it is our taking heat from the source, and part of the heat is converted into the work, and remaining heat is rejected to the sink. So let us say Q1 is the heat absorbed, Q2 is the heat rejected. So W, that is equals to Q1 minus Q2 is the work done by the engine, right? So this is the data given. Let me expand. Right. Now, specify which of the following heat rejections represent reversible, irreversible, or impossible result, right? So, heat rejections are given. So, heat rejections means these value, what is 2512? 2512 is the Q1, agree? Heat is supplied
Yes, sir.
2512 kilojoules per minute, right? And he has given three values of heat rejections. So, first case, let us say Q2 is equals to 867 kilojoules per minute. Units Q1, Q2 are having same units, right? Now, so here for what is the classes inequality cyclic integral dou q by t should be either less than or equal to 0. Agree? This is the possible case, right? So whereas dou q by t cyclic integral dou q by t is greater than 0, this is impossible. This is impossible. Okay, so dou q by t is less than 0. That is for irreversible process. Dou q by t is equal to 0 for reversible process. Okay, now, so what is dou q? What is dou q? Difference of, it is inexact differential, right now? Right. So what we will do? We will calculate dou q by t for first case. Cyclic integral dou q by t. So that is equals to q1 by t1 minus q2 by t2. Always heat rejected is negative. q1 by t1 minus q2 by t2, right? Now here I told already the temperature should be in SI unit. The absolute unit for the temperature is the Kelvin. So plus 273. Therefore, this will become Kelvin. How much it will be? Tell me. If we add plus 273, this will be converted into Kelvin. So this is 373 Kelvin. And what about T1? How much it will be? 923 Kelvin, right? Now Q1 is given, Q2 is given, right? Now, so Q1 by T1 minus Q2 by T2. Substitute. So Q1 value is given as 21. Let me check. 2512. 2512 divided by, you got 923 minus 867 by 373. What is this value? Tell me. First case 867 is the heat rejection I considered. This is first bit. Tell me this value. Greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0? Open the calculator. All of you open the calculator and type it and tell me. So you will get 0.4, sir. 0.4. Sir. Yeah, 0.4 is greater than 1 or less than 1? It is less than 1. Therefore, it is, sorry, we should check with 0, right?
0.
Right. So if you see 0.4 is greater than 0. Dou q by t greater than 0. What will happen? It will be impossible, right? Second case, what is q2 given? So q2 is given as 1015. In the similar way, try this. Try for the second one, all of you. Only q2 value is going to change. In second case, substitute q2 as this one, 1015. Please, all of you do it. So if you substitute here 1015, what is the value?
Zero.
0. So what is dou q by t equal to 0? Cyclic integral dou q by t equal to 0. Then this cycle is called reversible cycle. Reversible means it is possible. It is the reversible cycle, right? In third case, we need to consider q as 1494. Right.
Sir, it is not.
Sorry?
It is not coming as 0.
How much you are getting?
3.8 something.
No, check it. Check once again. You will get 0 almost. Check it.
We have to replace 867 by 1015, right?
Yeah, you replace 867 by 1015. 1015.
Getting 0.8 into 10 power minus 4.
Yeah, almost 0, no? See, you consider so you do one thing. Completely type in the calculator. Don't do 1 so that you'll get 0. 2512 by 923 minus 1015 by 373. You'll get 0 exactly. 315.
So it is minus 1.3 in the last case, sir.
This one, last case.
Third one, sir.
Okay, third one. Okay.
Minus 1.
So cyclic integral dou q by t is equals to minus 1.3,
sir.
3 is less than Zero.
Zero only.
Therefore, this is irreversible cycle. So whenever it is greater than 0, then only it is impossible. If it is less than or equal to 0, then it is possible, and this is for the irreversible cycle. Okay, right. Let me go to the next problem. Yes, go through the problem once, all of you. An inventor claims that his engine absorbs 300 kilojoules G from a thermal reservoir at 325 Kelvin. So thermal reservoir is at 325 Kelvin and delivers 75 kilojoules of work. Let us say this is Q1 and it is delivering how much it will be? 75 kilojoules of heat. The inventor also states that his engine has 2 heat rejections, right? His engine has 2 heat rejections. Maybe let us say this is 1 heat rejection, other 2 heat. Let us say this is Q2 and let us assume this is Q3. 2 heat rejections, 125 kilojoules to a reservoir at 300. This is 125 kilojoule to a reservoir at 300 Kelvin, and Q3 is equals to 100 kilojoule to a reservoir 275 Kelvin. Check the validity of his claim. Can you try this one? We have all the heat Q1, Q2, Q3 and T1, T2, T3. What you need to check? Tell me. Cyclic integral dou Q by dou T. Yes or no? Right? Before that, check it whether it will according to the first law or not. How to check whether this obeys first law of thermodynamics or not? How to check whether it obeys first law of thermodynamics or not?
Q1 should be
So
equal
energy
to
can neither.
Yeah, that's what
Q3.
cyclic integral dou Q should be equal for any problem, not only this problem. So for any problem, in order to check whether it is obeying the first law of thermodynamics, okay, what we need to do? We need to check cyclic integral heat equal to cyclic integral work. So cyclic integral heat is equals to Q1 minus Q2 minus Q3, right now. Similarly, cyclic integral dou W. Check it once first whether it is accepting first law or violating first law. If it is violating first law, there is no meaning in doing this problem.
Accepting, sir.
Accepting. Then when it is accepting, then we can go for the classes inequality. So according to classic inequality, we need to check cyclic integral dou Q by T. It should be either less than or equal to 0. Then only it is possible. Right? And yes, those who are absent for last class, I can't help you. I already discussed. This is the impossible. This is impossible. Okay. Now cyclic integral dou Q by T. What can I write here? So heat added is positive. Q1 is positive. Q1 by T1. Heat rejected from the system is negative. Q2 by T2. Q3 is also rejected. Minus Q3 by T3. So Q1 is equals to how much? Q1 is given. Yeah, Q1 is given 300, right? This is 300 kilojoule. Right, substitute 1 by 1. 300 by T1 is equals to 325 given minus Q2. Let us take 125 by 300 minus 100 by 275. What is this value?
0.142.
Sorry? 0.1.
0.1.
0.1.
0.14, sir.
0.14. So this value is greater than 0.
Impossible.
Yes, sir.
When it is greater than 0, what does it mean?
Impossible.
Impossible means whatever the inventor claims, it is
False.
not acceptable. Agree?
Yes.
The
Yes.
claim is false. He claimed false engine, so it is not acceptable. Okay, clear now? Just simply checking dou Q by T. Very
Yes, sir.
important for short answer. Okay. Even let us say if Q3 is missing also, suppose the same problem in the exam you got like that. Okay, let assume Q3 is missing. Q3 is missing, right? How you calculate Q3? So we need to apply first law of thermodynamics. Dou Q equal to dou W. Yes or no? Dou Q equal dou W. What is dou Q? Q1 minus Q2 minus Q3 is equals to W1 minus W2. So W is only one W, right? So Q1 minus Q2 minus Q3 is W. From that, if you want, if let us say Q3 is missing also, we can calculate. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next problem. I'll just copy this. Let's go through the question once, all of you. It is also similar to previous one. No, it is taking heat from the 3 reservoirs. So that Q1 by 1 by T2 minus 1 by T3 is equals to Q2 by T2 1 by T3 and Q3 by that one, right? Now if you apply Clausius inequality, what you will get? Tell me. First equation. Apply Clausius inequality. So if you see, this engine is taking heat from the 3 reservoirs. So all heat is, this is positive or negative? Q1, Q2, Q3.
Positive, sir.
All are
Positive.
positive because heat is added to the system. So if you apply Clausius inequality, so first equation will get Q1 by T1 plus Q2 by T2 plus Q3 by T3 is equals to 0. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Are you receiving any work from this?
No, sir.
No. Means the cyclic integral dou Q is equals to 0. Means cyclic integral dou Q is equals to, cyclic integral dou W. So from this dou W is 0 given, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 is equals to 0. That is one condition. Okay. So from this, what can I write? Let us say Q3 is equals to, I can write minus of Q1 plus Q2, Q3 equal to Q1 plus Q2. Okay. Now substitute Q3 value in this equation. Let us say equation number 1, equation number 2. So first what we will do, we will substitute Q3 value, then we will substitute Q2 value also. Now I can write Q2 is equals to minus of Q1 plus Q3. Okay. Now substitute, let us take, this is equation number 3. First I will substitute 2 in 1, then after that 3 in 1 I will do. Let's put equation 2 in equation 1. So this is Q1 by T1 plus Q2 divided by T2 plus minus of Q1 plus Q2 divided by T3 is equals to 0. So how many unknowns are here? Q1 and Q2, right? So what we will do, take Q1 one side and Q2 other side. So you left with, if I take Q1 common, here I have left side 1 by T1 and this is minus T by 3, right? So this will become minus 1 by T3. So that is equals to, if I send this Q2, this minus will become plus. So therefore, if I take Q2 common on right side, this is 1 by T3 minus 1 by
T2, sir.
T2. Clear so far? Clear so
Yes,
far?
sir.
Right. Now what I am doing, I am sending this one to the right side and I am sending this one to the left side. Therefore, I get it. So Q1 divided by 1 by T3 minus 1 by T2. Yes or no? Is equal to Q2 divided by 1 by T1 minus 1 by T3. Make it as equation number 4. Right? What we did, we substituted 2 in 1. Next, what we will do, we will substitute 3 in 1. Next case. So equation 3 in equation 1, which implies equation 3, what we are doing, we are substituting Q2 value. Q1 by T1 plus Q2 is equals to minus Q1 plus Q3. Q1 plus Q3 divided by T2 plus Q3 divided by T3 is equals to 0. Same way, take Q1 one side, Q3 other side. If I take Q1 here, 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2 is equal to, if I take Q3 on right side, 1 by T2 is positive, minus 1 by T3. Again, as usual, send this to the left side and send this to the right side. So we're left with Q1 divided by 1 by T2 minus 1 by T3 is equal to Q3 divided by 1 by T1 minus 1 by T3. Equation number 5. Now if we equate 4 and 5, right now, left hand side is same, therefore you can equate right hand side. Therefore, finally we can write Q1 by Q1 divided by 1 by T2 minus 1 by T3 is equals to Q2 divided by 1 by T3 minus 1 by T1, that is equals to Q3 divided by 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. So this is the required result. Tell me, is it is clear? Very simple, right? We are using two equations. That is, one is the classes equation, second one is the from first law. Right here, work done is nothing is given. So therefore, the work done will be 0, right? From principle of conservation of energy, we'll get Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 equal to 0. So what we are doing, we are taking Q2 one side one time and Q3 other time. Then we are equating. It's up to us. We can take Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3, and Q3, Q1. Anything we can take. So Q3, Q2 we can take, or Q1, Q2, or 3, 1 also. The other 3 will get it. Clear this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Let me try one more. Read once, go through the problem. A reversible heat engine receives heat from 2 thermal reservoirs. So here, earlier there will be 2 sinks. Here there will be 2 sources. Here I have one source, and here I have one more sources. So maintained at temperature, one is at 750 Kelvin, other one is at 500 Kelvin. Let us, this temperature is T1 and this temperature is T2. Let us say this is my engine E, and it is taking heat from the 2 sources. Let us take Q1 and Q2. Okay, and the engine develops 100 kilowatts. The work done by the engine is given. W is equals to 100 kilowatts by rejecting 3600 kilojoules per minute of heat to the sink at 250 Kelvin. The temperature of the sink is given. T3 is equals to 250 Kelvin. Okay, determine the thermal efficiency of the engine. Okay, now tell me how to solve this problem. So Q1, Q2 are not given. Q3 is given. Q3 is given, right? Now, only thing is you should balance the units. Work units are in kilojoules per second and heat rejection units are kilojoules per minute. Tell me how to solve this problem.
So balance first.
First,
Divide by
balance.
60.
Can we calculate how much amount of heat is supplied?
Yes, sir.
How to calculate total heat supplied?
So work done is Q1 and Q1 minus Q2, sir.
Okay,
Sorry,
work done is
Q3, sir.
yes.
Then
Work
using
done.
that equation, we can
Yes.
calculate Q1, sir.
Very good, very good. Okay, if you do like that, so we know. So total heat supplied. Total heat supplied is equal to how much? Work done is given. Then heat rejection is given. So we know that efficiency is equals to work done by heat supplied. Right now, work done by heat supplied. How to get how much amount of heat is supplied?
So first law, sir. Work heat supplied equal to work done plus heat rejected.
So 100 kilowatt. Yes. Means I can say if you write the energy balance equation, let us say for this one. Okay, if you write energy balance equation, so can I write where is my cursor? Right here. Now Q1 plus Q2 are going inside. Agree? Is equals to Q3 plus W. Can I write energy balance to the engine?
Yes, sir.
Q1 plus Q2 are going in.
Yes.
Yeah, but only thing is we should balance the units, right? So here it is kilojoules per second. Kilowatt is nothing but kilojoules per second, but here it is given in kilojoules per minute. If you convert to second, this one, what will happen? 3600 by 60. So that is 60 kilowatt, right now? 60 kilowatt. So therefore, I got Q1 plus Q2 is equals to how much? Q3 is 60 plus W is 100. This is how much? 160 kilowatts. 160 kilowatt, right? So let us say if Q1 is equals to, okay, if Q1 is equals to Q, then Q2 will become 160 minus Q. Can I write? Therefore, total Q1 plus Q2 will become 160. Agree? So I'm assuming this is supplying Q amount of it. So then this will become 160 minus Q. Okay. Then apply the classes inequality, cyclic integral. Dou Q by T. Because he said that he is a reversible engine. You can see a reversible heat engine. So for that reversible heat engine, cyclic integral dou Q by T is equals to 0. So what is dou Q by T? Q1 by T1. Q1 I am assuming Q. What is the temperature is given? 750. 750. And one more heat is 160 minus Q at temperature 500. And Q3 is also rejected. Therefore, it is negative minus 60 by 250 is equals to 0. Tell me, simplify and tell me what is the Q value. Is this line is clear? Why I am equating to 0? Because in the problem we mentioned that it is a reversible engine. For classes inequality, for reversible engine, dou Q by T is equal to 0. Tell me Q value. Make it fast. So you left with you get how much? Let me operate my calculator. I think 70. Right, I got 70 kilowatt. Check it. Sorry, it's not 70.
75.
70?
75, sir.
75. Huh? Mhm. What is the LCM? Tell me. $120 kilowatt. Check it. You will get 120 kilowatt. Okay. What is asking? Thermal efficiency. For thermal efficiency, need not to calculate till now. So thermal efficiency, it is equals to work done is there, and heat supplied also we calculated. So work done is how much given? 100 kilowatt is the work done, and heat supplied we already calculated. Q1 plus Q2 is the heat supplied, that is equals to 160. So with this we will get around 62.5% work efficiency, and heat supplied by each thermal reservoir. We got Q is 120, therefore Q1 is equals to Q, that is 120 kilowatt. Q2 is equals to 160 minus Q, so that is equals to 40 kilowatt. Check it. How many people are active? Raise your hands. What about rest of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students are inactive. 113, 46. Are you there? 46? I think you are there.
Yes, sir. 113.
Yeah, 113. Now okay. And 52, 304, 309. Okay. Lower your hand. It's okay. Clear this one simplification. What you need to do? You should send this one to the right side first. So therefore it will become 60 by 250. Then you take 1 by 10 common and cancel it. Okay. Then you do simplification. Right. Next problem. Clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So the basic, what
Yes,
is this one? Energy balance is required. So how we are writing energy balance? From first law only again, if you see. Q, dou Q equal dou W. If you see, if you write Q3 here, it will become Q1 plus Q2 minus Q3. What is Q1 plus Q2 plus minus Q3? Is nothing but cyclic integral. Dou Q is equals to cyclic integral dou W. This is equals to W. Clear? Energy balance is nothing but first law of thermodynamics only. Q1 plus Q2 minus Q3, nothing but dou Q. Okay. Next problem. Go through the question. Last problem for today's class. A reversible heat engine is supplied 900 kilojoules of heat from a heat source, 500 kilowatt. Let me draw the figure. Heat source is at 500 kilowatt, is supplied 900 kilojoules of heat. The engine develops 300 kilojoules of network. The engine develops 300 kilojoules of network and reject heat to two sinks. Here we have two sinks here. One is at 400 Kelvin, other one is at 300 Kelvin. Let us say here I have one sink 400 Kelvin, and one more sink is at 300 Kelvin. Okay. Determine the engine thermal efficiency and magnitude of heat interaction with each sink. Will you solve this problem?
Similar problem, sir.
Similar problem. Only some data is missing here. So there Q1, Q2 are missing. Here Q2, Q3 are missing. Same conditions will apply. Okay. Energy balance and classes inequality. Here it is given reversible engine again. Okay. For reversible engine, we know cyclic integral dou Q by T is equals to 0, right? Cyclic integral dou Q by 2 is equals to 0. That is one condition. Cyclic integral dou Q by T equal to 0. That is the one condition. Second condition is energy balance. 900 is going in. Remaining all are coming. 300 plus Q2 plus Q3. Agree? Right. This dou Q by T means what can you write dou Q by T? So Q1 by, let us say this is Q1. Q1 is positive. Remaining two are negative. Q2 by T2 minus Q3 by T3 is equal to 0. So by using these two equations, we can solve the problem. Will you solve this problem later? Take the screenshot and try afterwards. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Do you have one next class or you don't have?
Yes, sir. Engineering mechanic class.
Okay. Let me try one more last problem. Okay. It will take time. How much time is left?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay.
Three minutes, sir.
Okay. We will solve this problem in the next class. Okay. So far,
Yes, sir.
anyhow, daily I am uploading the videos in the YouTube. Okay. So if you have any doubt or anything, you can go through back review. You can review the video. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
sir.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
compulsorily from this